Welcome back, nerds. Fino here with a guide for Holy Grail Fandom Thief Amakusa Shirou and the Slapstick Museum, this year's extension to the Chaldea Boys event. And for anyone curious why I said his name so weird, to my understanding you don't actually enunciate the U. You can even hear it in his summoning line. But as for the event itself, it's actually quite simple. There's a main quest, it's time-gated, so enjoy your drip feed. The gacha CEs will increase drops corresponding to their rarity. 3 stars for Voyager mugs, 4 stars for Clock Tower keychains, and 5 stars for Medjed plushies. You get a ticket to pick one of these CEs, so if you need any advice on that, I have a video on the subject. Should be popping up in that little corner there. As for the contents of the event shop, there don't seem to be any Lost Belt 6 materials added in. However, Medjed plushies exchange for eggs, reactor cores, and seashells, which are hot commodities. So if nothing else, I'd pick those up on top of the usual essentials. This event is where we get Shirou's Phantom Thief costume. It's also where the JP server got his animation update, but we actually already have that. Good ol' NA. You've got strengthening quests for Amakusa, Caster Da Vinci, and Jinkei. None of them are very popular or powerful picks in my recollection, but at bare minimum it's free quartz for completing them. As part of the broader Chaldea Boys event, you'll get a series of login bonuses that look like Phantom Thief cards. The first 6 of these trade for summon tickets, while the last one can be exchanged for Amakusa's hat as a command code, which purges NP damage buffs and, if that effect procs, reduces their buster resistance. But yeah, log in consistently and try not to drop your streak. For free quests, in addition to your friends, you'll get a selection of NPC supports based on who's on the gacha banner for a given day. If nothing else, you can quickly identify the node's optimal drop by looking at the CEs they're equipped with. Wouldn't actually use the NPCs though. All male servants get a damage bonus in Slapstick Museum. Amakusa's bonus is the highest, and trust me, if you're gonna use them, you'll need it. On top of this, the unknown gender servants get a buff as well. Also 2 females, and your eye might be drawn to Artemis in the corner there, but she's actually male for gameplay purposes. The ultra TLDR is that Artemis does all the fighting, but she's using Orion's parameters. Instead, you're looking at Kama and Jinkei. So when you're team building, consider who has a bonus. Frankly though, the big beneficiaries are servants like Chen Gong, Berserker Kintoki, and Muramasa. Jason gets a leg up for the lower difficulty quests, but he'll have a very rough time in the 90+ node, so just be aware of that. It's a brutal 122 Lancer node ending with a 230k Enkidu, who has no traits you can really exploit aside from his Heaven attribute, I guess. On JP, I had a very hard time with this node, and I had to run some patchwork abomination of a team that had both Kintoki and a level 100 Chen Gong with Black Grail. Not the most efficient thing in the world, but if you're not going deep into the gacha, you'll have maybe 2 CEs anyway. But if I find a more efficient setup, I'll let you guys know for the benefit of anyone who is whaling. There's a challenge quest, but I'll make a video on that a bit later once I find my old footage. Figured that'll be more interesting than if I just read stats off a wiki. But with that said, like if you found this video useful, subscribe for more, and come watch me at twitch.tv/Finotaisen where I stream every weekend, 3 PM Pacific time, Friday through Sunday. I post gacha shenanigans and some runs of the trickier event nodes over on Fino and Friends, so follow me over there if you want to get an edge, or to take the edge off. The thumbnail's gonna be some Makima thing, but trust me, it's the right place. See you there.